Just because I was born with no arms or no legs doesn't mean I can't accomplish great things. I love life and everything it has to offer. I want to live it with energy and enthusiasm. It can be described with one simple word: verve. When attempting to achieve your dreams, it seldom happens the first time. But those who succeed are the ones who never give up. What do you do when you fail? You try again. What happens when you fall down? You get back up. You do not know what you can achieve until you try it. In the beginning, there were many things I could not do. But because I chose to never give up, I now am living a life without limits.
It seems as if God had planned a tour that allowed Nick to speak to the powerful people of Colombia, the influential, as well as the crowds and the people just trying to make a day's wages, trying to survive. The tour covered everything.
When we believe that this is just the beginning of the world impact of life without limits. What circumstance you're in, that God is with you and to fear not, and He's going to give you enough strength to get through any circumstance. That we can be thankful, that we can be rejoicing always, for we know that God has given us salvation, an assurance of salvation through Jesus Christ. That's why He's the name above all names. What if God didn't give me arms and legs because you needed to see me? I thank God if that's the case. In fact, I'll tell you right now, it is the case. Because you're seeing a miracle right now, right in front of your eyes. That purpose is key. Because your life without purpose is a life without meaning. A life without meaning is a life without hope.
The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in pastures green. He leads me beside the still, still waters. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of death, I'll fear no evil, for you're with me. Your rod and staff, they comfort me. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of death,
The best testimony in the Bible for us to give is basically our lives as we live it, that the whole world will see that Jesus lives in us by our fruits, by the way we live. And I mean, I even go to public places and people would be even touched just by my smile. So I think it's very important to be open to the way God wants to use us and His plan for our lives. The desire for me to be independent and live a normal life and a full life is a dream of mine. I really just want to put limits aside and live life to the fullest and just going for it. So that's my main motivation for I mean, I love new challenges. I mean, it was a pretty cool challenge, working out how I'm going to brush my teeth and all that sort of stuff. But so I enjoy that sort of stuff, but it sometimes gets frustrating. It sometimes does get frustrating. But yeah, overall, my motivation would be just live life and not let anything stop me from overcoming any challenge.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I shall not want. I shall not.
I'm an obstacle. You have to first see where you are and what the obstacle is. There are a lot of things in my life that I cannot change, and obstacles have come in my way. Some have been in my control, some haven't been. Obviously, being born without arms and legs wasn't in my control, and that is a big obstacle. To overcome an obstacle, you have to realize where you are and to visualize yourself overcoming these obstacles, to focus on the positive things that we do have, using everything that we have to the best of our ability, and never giving up. I mean, overcoming big obstacles, you won't overcome it the first time, obviously, but when you fall down, God comes and gives you the strength to get up again and try.
Valley of death. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in pastures green. He leads me beside the still waters. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me beside the still waters. The Lord's my shepherd, I shall not want.
When I was a kid, when I was growing up with my family and surrounded by all my cousins and all the people that I love, they treated me like everybody else. And so I don't think that it was really important to me that I looked a bit different until I actually got to kindergarten. And a lot of kids who saw me for the first time didn't know how to react. And they just either teased me, or they laughed at me, or they called me names, or they just didn't talk to me. They never wanted to play with me, and it was very, very, very hard for me to go to kindergarten every day and face all that. I was actually born without arms and legs, and there's no medical reason why this had happened. In fact, my mum was a nurse, and she made sure that she did everything right, and my parents didn't do anything wrong, and my doctors didn't do anything wrong. And I was just told that it's just one of these things, only God knows why this happened. When people were teasing me, I used to ask myself, why are people teasing me?
You know, is it just because I look different, or what is it? Because I knew that a lot of other people look different. You know, some people have orange hair, some people have black hair, some people are tall, some people are short. Everybody's got their differences. And I didn't think that my difference was much different to everybody else. I mean, well, why are they picking on me? But this is the thing at school, everybody picks on everybody. And it's so sad to see that people get teased about, you know, how their face looks, or if they got a limp, or if they're in a wheelchair, and it's wrong. It's so wrong. You know, when people see me for the first time, what do they think? I feel so sorry for this guy without arms and legs. Oh, he must have such a bad life. And you know, oh, this guy can't do this guy. Why? How can they say that? They judge me by how they look. They have no idea that I've done a double degree in accounting and financial planning. They have no idea that I'm a real estate investor, that I'm a stock market investor, that I love my life, that I travel around the world and I give people hope in a unique and powerful way. I love my life. I'm living a more complete life than the average 23-year-old, because arms and legs will not make you complete, and how you look will not make you complete. And you know, in life where you say, you know, I wish I had this, and if only I had this, then I'd be happy. And you get that, and you're happy for 2 weeks. And then you say, well, if only I had this, then I'd be happy. And you get that, and are you happy? Yeah, for 2 weeks. And then? No, and then. This is the thing. Happiness does not come from temporary things. Because if you want happiness and you go to temporary things, your happiness will be temporary.
You want to see a cool trick? I'll show you.
It's quite funny if you actually find out the definition of disability. Disability is something that's going to stop you from doing something. And I think that having no arms and no legs is not the biggest disability at all. In fact, I think the greatest disability of all is your mind. Because someone can have arms and legs, but if they want to give up, their mind is their disability. Their choice to give up, that's the disability. I believe if you make a decision to say, hey, yes, these challenges are hard, or these big goals and dreams seem impossible, but it's up to you to make that decision in your mind that no matter how hard it gets, I'm going to get through it. No matter how big that goal and dream is, I'm going to achieve it. All I take is one step at a time. And that is when all disabilities go. So really, when people see me now and they get to know me and they know what I'm achieving in life, they don't see me as disabled. They actually feel disabled more than I am. So this is the thing. It's up to us to make that choice. And I don't believe I'm disabled. Yes, I have no arms and no legs, but big deal. It doesn't matter how I look. It's who I am and what I do. And that's why I have that security.